When Netflix announced Squid Game 2, fans were hyped. The first season was a global phenomenon, brutal, emotional, and unforgettable.
하실 모양은 여러분이 뽑아야 할 모양입니다.
좋겠다.
But then, the cast list dropped, and suddenly, the internet exploded. People expected some surprises. But not this. Some choices made fans cheer. Others, pure outrage. Accusations flew, favoritism, unnecessary star power, and even disrespect to the original story. And then there's the biggest issue of all, one casting decision that no one saw coming. Fans are questioning, is this even the same Squid Game we fell in love with? Or has Netflix turned a gritty survival drama into something else entirely? The internet is divided. Some defend it. Others say it's ruined before it even begins. So, what went wrong? And why is everyone so furious? Let's break it down. Season 1 had such high death tolls that Season 2 was forced to build its cast from almost entirely new actors. The original season returns protagonist Lee Jung-jae as Seong Gi-hun, alongside characters Lee Byung-hun, the frontman, and Wee Ha-jun, Hwang Jun-ho. But the rest? A mix of fresh talent and some highly questionable choices. At first, fans were excited. Big names, promising actors, even a few surprises. But then, the digging started. And what they found? People across the board rejected this decision. Let's start with Song Young-chang. Veteran actor Song Young-chang portrayed Im Jong-dae, who played a vital role in the new season as a 72-year-old actor. Numerous people refused to overlook the shadowy aspects that shadow his record. The South Korean Juvenile Protection Act controlled him when he conducted sexual activities with a 16-year-old female during 2000. The actor escaped prison time with a 10-month sentence, but he received a 2-year suspended period while major South Korean TV networks prohibited his presence on screen. But that's not all. The K-pop star T.O.P, also known by his real name Choi Seung-hyun, generates significant attention as a member of the famous K-pop group Big Bang. The actor is set to reappear in front of the audience with his role as Thanos in Squid Game 2. The history of this individual contains negatives which cannot be ignored. Choi received a drug conviction for marijuana use in 2017, which constituted a major offense in South Korea, where drug regulations are highly stringent throughout the world. The court issued a 10-month prison term which the authorities suspended for a period of 2 years. Several K-pop fans are delighted to observe his return to acting through Squid Game 2. Others are furious, arguing that a convicted drug offender shouldn't be given such a high-profile opportunity. The debate rages on. Is this a redemption arc or a misstep in casting? The second installment of Squid Game features South Korean actor Oh Dal-su, who has substantial recognition in his home country. The public expresses strong disapproval toward his casting because of information from past incidents. Multiple women presented sexual misconduct allegations against him during the Nas Me Too movement of 2018. He initiated his denial of the accusations until multiple testimonies made him apologize, thus acknowledging the accusations against him. After his involvement with the controversy, he took an extended break from the entertainment field until he returned. But now, he's back. Media controversies already surrounded his acting return before he obtained the sought-after role in a household name series. That's a whole different level. Supporters claim that enough time has elapsed for him to gain a second opportunity. Some people maintain that he has escaped all severe repercussions, while others believe he lacks any place in public spotlight. Park Sung-hoon portrays Hyunju in this transgender role, which caused both audiences and critics to discuss the casting process. His participation in the show generated fresh criticism due to reasons different from the initial ones. The transgender portrayal in Squid Game became controversial for two reasons. First, the show's cast member Park Sung-hoon faced scrutiny after a concerning explicit social media disclosure. We learned something far darker because, as more details began to come out, we realized this was far more sinister. Zhao Lucy couldn't speak or walk on December 18th and was rushed to the hospital. Extreme overwork, depression, and possibly aphasia, a condition that makes it difficult to communicate, were reported. They said she would take a break from her schedule and was receiving medical care. However, things get worse than that. Her agency continued to sell tickets for a fan event in January, exploiting her name while she lay in a hospital bed. They were just using her. Then came the chilling message she allegedly sent on December 22nd. "Save me." For days, nobody noticed her cries for help. No updates from her agency, no apology. But it wasn't until photos of him in a wheelchair went viral on December 27th that they responded, and even then their statement was vague. They never mentioned that she had been sick for weeks before this crisis. But the biggest turn of events was that Zhao Lucy's close friend Song Nancy stepped forward. She told a story of which no one had heard. During a break in her schedule in 2019, the Lucy had stayed at Nancy's home in Beijing. On a dark, lonely night, Nancy came back, and Lucy was curled in the dark, visibly shaken. After Nancy had said what happened, to which Lucy then hesitated to reply, and her answer. One of her managers had dragged her into a bathroom and beaten her for 2 hours. He insulted her for being fat, for her career, and every other attribute he believed was under her. Control. When Lucy attempted to leave, the manager ran after her, grabbed her, and slapped her. None of the other 5 people there intervened. She considered going to court, but she was paralyzed with fear. Same storm just passed, but no, it's still just begun. Because here's the truth, countless others stay silent, while every one of us speaks out. Wearing their weight because their stories might get twisted into a lie, and they are afraid to. This is about the power they have over so many. It's the people who don't feel like their voice matters. Even in the world that tries to bury the truth, Zhao Lucy told us, the truth could still come, swooping through. It wasn't her fame and the number of followers that made her strong. It was her resilience. Even when it was believed that she was mad or didn't have the proof to back it up, she fought back. So, let me ask you this. If your truth is deemed a lie, what would you do? Would you stay?